There's new footage that's got the internet on edge after BigXThaPlug's circle was rocked again. This time at the funeral of his best friend Z. There were rumors of Opps pulling up, and in Dallas that always means one thing: drama. Here's what really happened, what's confirmed, and why the city is watching closely. The shooting and the footage that broke the internet New Year's Eve in Dallas was supposed to be a celebration. The vibes were immaculate at Pink House Dallas as the club threw its grand opening event. Bottles were getting popped. The DJ was spinning heat. BigXThaPlug and his crew were posted up in their section, living their best life. Z the Wizard was right there with them, fresh off a performance, ready to bring in 2026 the right way. Z had just finished his set, making it rain on the crowd like any real one would do at a function like this. The energy was up. Nobody in that building knew that in a few hours, everything was about to go left in the worst way possible. On January 1st, 2026, around 3:45 in the morning, shots started ringing out in the parking lot of Pink House Dallas during its grand opening. The gunfire came out of nowhere, turning what was supposed to be a lit night into pure chaos. When the smoke cleared, 4 people were laid out. Among them was Z the Wizard, a 25-year-old rising rapper from the city who had caught a bullet to the dome. BigXThaPlug was in the building that night. He had been turning up with his squad just moments before everything went sideways. The two had been kicking it together all night, with Z having performed at the venue earlier, doing his thing and showing love to the crowd. Then the footage dropped online, and it went dummy viral across every platform.
The reaction of BigXThaPlug finding out his homie was the one.
And he got a homie named Z the Wizard. Apparently Z the Wizard got shot in the head last night. I don't know how, I don't know why. I think I read something that said they was like shooting at Big X and trying to kill Big X, and his homie was around. His homie bust back.
In the viral clip, you can hear BigXThaPlug straight up in shock. His voice carries that disbelief that hits when you can't process what just happened to someone you rock with. He reportedly said something like, "They shot Z in the head. What the F?" The pain in his voice was real. Security was trying to get him out of there, but you could tell bro was stuck in that moment, trying to wrap his head around what just went down. The clip blew up on X, Instagram, and TikTok within hours. The algorithm picked it up and pushed it to everybody's feed. Within a few days, the video had racked up over 100,000 views across different reposts and reaction videos. The comments were flooded with prayers, condolences, and people expressing straight disbelief. That raw emotion in the footage connected with viewers who had never seen an artist react like that in real time to finding out their mans just got hit.
Damn.
Happy New Year to everybody. Bro's just chilling in the club,
just vibing,
hanging out, vibing to himself. No big jewelry showing.
Right.
He got the ring, that's about it. Other than that, he's just in a calm fit.
And it seemed like them always the niggas that end up getting killed too. It's never the nigga that's outside tweaking and geeking it.
The aftermath was messy on multiple levels. Z the Wizard got rushed to the hospital in critical condition, fighting for his life on life support. But on the internet, the cap was already spreading faster than the truth. Blogs were running with unconfirmed reports saying he was already gone. Fans were posting RIP messages before his family even had a chance to breathe. Some outlets were so pressed for clicks, they declared him dead before anything was official. All that confusion made the footage spread even crazier. People were sharing the clip trying to figure out if Z had made it or not. Some were calling out the blogs for being goofy and posting fake news for engagement. Others were just praying for a miracle. The uncertainty had everybody refreshing their feeds waiting for updates. The official word came through on January 5th, 2026, when Z the Wizard passed away from his injuries. After days of fighting on life support, with his family keeping visitors limited to protect their peace during the hardest time of their lives, he was gone. The hip-hop community took that L hard. The details around the shooting are still murky. Dallas police haven't made any arrests as of now. Word on the street from eyewitnesses is that some beef started inside the club and spilled out to the parking lot. Reports suggest the whole thing might have kicked off when Z the Wizard was throwing money during his performance and accidentally hit some dudes who took it as disrespect.
If it was targeted, I don't know if they was shooting at Big X. I don't know if he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't know if they was shooting in his direction on purpose. I don't know, bro.
According to some breakdown videos that analyzed the footage, the dudes who felt disrespected stepped to Z's crew near the bathroom. Club security got in between them and kicked the other group out, but the tension didn't die down. Instead, it escalated in the parking lot. Reports indicate that Z and his squad may have grabbed their straps from their whips and pursued the other group. Some analyses of the available footage suggest the shooting might have involved friendly fire from Z's own crew during the chaotic exchange. One video allegedly shows a shooter running while dumping shots blindly, potentially hitting people on their own side. This theory hasn't been confirmed by police though, so take it with a grain of salt. What ain't speculation? Z the Wizard is gone at 25 years old. Big X the Plug lost one of his day ones in a matter of seconds, and the footage of Big X's reaction captured a moment of genuine pain that hit viewers because you could tell it wasn't capped.
You got a lot of prayers in the comment section. Prayers out to them boys. That's why I stay in the crib on New Year's
cap.
Eve. It happens every year.
Literally.
You got a lot of people.
I don't understand that New Year's Eve go out type thing. Like, I've probably been out on New Year's Eve 3 times in my 27 years, and every single time, every one of them 3 times, I came this close to getting my ass killed, smoked, shot, robbed, something. Ran over.
The club itself, Pink House Dallas, caught heat in the aftermath of the shooting. According to reports, the venue was hosting its grand opening as an after-hours spot. People were pointing out that the security was lacking, saying the pat-downs weren't thorough enough, and that's how straps got inside in the first place. What made it worse was that hours after the shooting, the club's IG was posting about how much bread they made that night. A lot of people thought that was straight up disrespectful, considering somebody had just caught a headshot and was fighting for his life. The whole situation also got people talking about how dangerous clubs can be, especially on nights like New Year's Eve when everybody and their mama is outside. Dallas police got 759 calls about celebratory gunfire on New Year's Day alone. The city was already hot, and Pink House Dallas just happened to be one of the spots where things popped off. Who was Z the Wizard and his connection to BigXThaPlug? To understand why this footage hit so hard for so many people, you gotta understand who Z the Wizard was and what he meant to the Dallas rap scene. This wasn't just another name in a headline. This was a young bull on the come-up whose life got cut short right when everything was starting to click. Z the Wizard, government name Zekakuri Cannon Grant Fields, was a 25-year-old spitter from the Oak Cliff and DeSoto areas of Texas. His story was one of grinding through adversity and switching lanes when life threw him a curveball. He was raised mainly by his moms, LaShannon Grant, who he called his third heartbeat. That bond shaped the man he became. Everybody who knew him said he was humble, respectful, and had genuine love for his people. Growing up, Z was a baller. Football was his first love, and he went hard on the field with the same intensity he would later bring to the booth. But life had other plans for him. A bad injury ended his athletic dreams and forced him to find another path. Instead of letting that setback hold him down, he channeled all that competitive energy into music. He picked up the mic and never looked back. He started going in on music around 2023, adopting the name Z the Wizard as a nod to his ability to finesse his way through life's obstacles with creativity and determination. The name fit. Former coaches and teachers remembered him as a smart dude with a strong drive to put his family in a better position and break the cycle that had affected so much of his early life. His catalog grew quick once he locked in on the music. He dropped his debut project WIZ, Who Is Z, in 2024. Which put people onto his introspective style and authentic perspective. That same year, he linked up with Young Don for Wiz the Don, a collab tape that showed he could work well with other artists. In April 2025, he blessed the streets with Words of Wisdom, an album that showcased his growth and included tracks that resonated with listeners who appreciated bars with substance. His biggest records included Boston and Ye, with over 125,000 Spotify streams, Anti-Cap Music, sitting around 40,000 streams, and Chevy, which became a local anthem. He had approximately 25,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, with his sound fitting perfectly in the southern trap and street rap lanes. His music touched on themes of getting money, personal growth, staying solid, and navigating the streets, delivered with a flow that blended rawness with melody. His trajectory was on a steady incline that suggested stardom was just a matter of time. In August 2025, he signed a deal with Future's Free Bands Gang label, a major cosign that put him in position for national recognition. He got stamps of approval from industry heavyweights like Meek Mill, who recognized that Z was a real one with a strong work ethic. He was named to the Dallas Observer's list of the top 25 DFW rappers of 2025, proof that the city was paying attention. Everything pointed toward 2026 being his year to blow. He was supposed to level up. Instead, he was laid to rest. His connection to BigXThaPlug went way deeper than just industry networking. Both artists were core members of what's called the New Dallas Movement, a collective of day ones and artists committed to bringing unity and positive energy to the DFW hip-hop scene. This movement came up as a direct response to the violence that had been claiming lives in the Dallas music community. The scene had already lost artists like Mo3, who got gunned down in 2020. That weight hung over everybody who was trying to make it out through music. BigXThaPlug didn't just show love to Z the Wizard from a distance. He actively put him on. He brought him on tour, gave him exposure exposure to bigger crowds. He elevated his profile through shared stages and consistent public cosigns. Their relationship was described as a big homie looking out for a young bull who had all the potential in the world. When BigXThaPlug vouched for somebody, that meant something in Dallas.
But he seems like a clean-cut, get-money hustler.
Yeah.
And you know, they out of Dallas, Texas. And from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of people out of that area are like that. They're hustlers. They get into the bag. They ain't necessarily worried about the BS, the drama.
Outside of the music, Z the Wizard was a father. He left behind 2 kids who got to grow up without their pops now. He was also active in his community in ways that went beyond making hits. In his final days, right before the shooting that would take his life, he put together a toy drive for the kids in his neighborhood. His people said that was just who he was. He had what they called a heart of gold. The tributes that flooded in after his passing confirmed what everybody close to him already knew. Artists like G Herbo, who had just shot a collab video with Z the Wizard, called him a genuine dude. Day ones like Head Huncho Amir and Zillionaire Doe shared personal memories, throwback pics, and old videos on social media, calling him one of them ones and promising to keep his name ringing. Timothy Chung, another collaborator, added his voice to the tributes. A candlelight vigil went down on January 11, 2026, at Inspiring Body of Christ Church in Dallas. About 100 people pulled up to pay their respects, everybody rocking blue to honor Z. His mother, LaShannon Grant, spoke at the service, sharing her grief with the crowd that had gathered to celebrate her son's life. A pastor addressed the anger, pain, and confusion that comes with losing someone to gun violence. The crowd chanted, "This life matters." Police were on site, a reminder that the investigation into who killed him was still open. Despite the title of this video talking about Opps at funeral, no footage of rivals showing up to the memorial has surfaced. No drama was reported at the vigil. The event stayed peaceful, focused entirely on mourning and celebrating the life of a young king who was taken way too soon. The tragedy put a spotlight on a reality that looms over the Dallas hip-hop scene. This wasn't some beef-related situation based on everything we know. This was a night of celebration that went completely left over what might have been a simple misunderstanding at a club, some thrown dollars, a perceived slight, an escalation that nobody could walk back, and a young father, son, and artist who will never step in the booth again. BigXThaPlug's, Opps, and the rivalries that define his rise. While Z the Wizard's death doesn't appear connected to any direct beef involving BigXThaPlug, the Dallas rapper has had to navigate mad drama during his come-up. Understanding these conflicts gives you context for why speculation about Opps pops up whenever anything goes down near his circle. When you're winning as hard as BigXThaPlug has been, you're gonna attract haters whether you want the smoke or not. BigXThaPlug, born Xavier Landum on May 12, 1998, in Dallas, Texas, has turned himself into one of hip-hop's coldest success stories of the decade. His journey from aspiring football player to chart-topping rapper is marked by setbacks, reinvention, and an authenticity that connects with fans who want their artists to keep it 100. His breakout came with tracks that showed his street credibility without any of the cap. Hits like Texas went 2x platinum, while hit a crazy 3x platinum. The largest became another monster record. He's linked up with everybody from Post Malone and Offset to country stars like Luke Combs and Bailey Zimmerman. His track, All the Way, with Zimmerman topped hot rap songs. By 2025, he was being called Texas's hottest rapper by major outlets. But winning in hip-hop means you're gonna catch hate. BigXThaPlug's main beefs have come from the competitive, sometimes grimy landscape of Southern rap. These conflicts range from street politics to industry miscommunication, and understanding them helps explain why his name gets brought up whenever violence touches his circle. This beef traces back to the Fort Worth streets that both artists came up in. The DFW Metroplex is a complicated web of neighborhoods, crews, and competing interests. Lil CJ Casino rides with Casino World, a crew that includes his family members and puts Fort Worth on their back. BigXThaPlug started 600 ENT in 2023 as his independent label, signing artists like Rohama and Young Hood. Both crews operate in overlapping territory, and friction was bound to happen. In early 2024, Lil CJ Casino said he got robbed of his jewelry, designer clothes, bread, and other valuables from his whip while at DGB Studio in Houston. Among the stolen items was a hard drive with unreleased music, allegedly including some of BigXThaPlug's early tracks from when he was just coming up. When BigXThaPlug's team moved quick to get the music back, Lil CJ thought that was suspicious. He started wondering if the whole lick was a setup. Lil CJ slid. back with Boss Up, a diss track that called out BigXThaPlug directly and referenced the studio incident. The track positioned Lil CJ as somebody willing to create controversy for the buzz. BigXThaPlug responded on IG Live, defending himself and the studio. He shouted out the studio owner, flexed his touring success and his bag, and told Lil CJ to focus on leveling up instead of dwelling on old drama.